Today, in today's episode, we're talking about our emotional cups. Hi, and welcome to the Life's a Beach podcast. My name is Caitlyn. I'm on the communications team here in the benefits office, and today I am joined by Miranda, who's on the Be Well team, also in the benefits office. And this is Life's a Beach. We are just talking about mental and emotional health and how important it is. And we just felt like as an office, it was really important to create a space to open up conversations around this topic. And today, in today's episode, we're talking about our emotional cups.
Yeah, so as city and school employees, we provide a lot of important services for our friends and family who live in Virginia Beach. And while we provide those services, we just pour from our cup into theirs. So it's really important to think about, how is our cup doing? Is our cup empty or full? Just kind of checking in and making sure that we are taking care of ourselves as well.
Yeah, it's definitely really important to be thinking about this. And I think so often we get so distracted in thinking about what we need to do or other people that we almost neglect to think about our own selves.
Yeah.
And so we got some really great submissions from our staff just about their emotional cups and how they fill it. So let's take a look at some of those.
When my emotional cup is running low or is empty, I can feel that I'm drained, I'm tired, I'm exhausted. I don't feel like dealing with certain situations, and oftentimes I just get annoyed by things that I normally celebrate.
I feel tired. I start to get a little confused at times, or I shouldn't say confused, but experience brain fog. I may even get a little bit more sensitive to things that normally I wouldn't be that sensitive to. Irritability
is one. The responses that may come out, as well as the inability to fall asleep. That's another one. We kind of keep thinking through the same things over and over. And then physically, something I've noticed is really an eye twitch. Just can't control it. So I know that I'm stressed.
When I have lack of sleep, or I've worked a tough shift that was very stressful or chaotic.
When I feel down, when I'm just not myself.
I start to lack motivation to get the basic things done. I isolate myself, I spend time quietly alone, and I shut myself down from all communication.
When I know that my day is just off, and because I'm usually a people person, I love to talk, I love to be around people. And if I'm irate, if I'm not in a good mood, if I just don't want to be around people, if I feel like I just want to be in bed all day, that's how I know my emotional cup is low. And I need to do something to feel it. I need to do something to bring myself back.
I try to fill my emotional cup by spending time with my loved ones, my family, my friends.
Family time. I have a wife and 2 children, and just hanging out with them, playing a game or doing a family activity fills that emotional cup.
Spending time with my kids.
My favorite way to fill my emotional cup is to spend time with my dog. He wants nothing but rubs and food, so he's very easy to please.
The other thing is getting plugged in at church, having that social interaction with others that believe in the same values or have the same belief as you.
I'll call someone. A familiar voice, someone that'll make you laugh or make your day better, and just talk with them a moment.
When it is empty, I will be honest and transparent with my friends and let them know, like, look, my emotional cup is low. I may not say emotional cup, but I'll say, look, I'm feeling really low today. My energy is really low, and I could really use a pick-me-up.
A hobby, something that's not work-related, that we can relieve some stress and allow ourselves to decompress and process information from the previous day or the previous weeks.
Cooking.
Indoor planting. I love to grow them, repot and propagate plants.
Comedy is always a good thing for me, whether it's watching a good comedy series, a good comedy movie, or even going to a comedy show. And it doesn't matter who it is, as long as they're funny.
Shop or read a book or write or go out and get ice cream.
Listen to some music that I like, watch television shows that I like, and just kind of take a break from everyday life.
I'll take a woosah moment and I'll just sit down, relax. I'll get up, go take a walk, get some fresh air.
Exercising in terms of going out for a walk, being in nature, getting the chance to just get some fresh air.
I enjoy completing projects around the house, just cleaning or organizing things. I like the satisfaction of taking care of my home.
Thank you guys so much for submitting those videos. They definitely were really insightful. And for you, how do you feel like you can tell when your emotional cup is depleted? And what do you sort of do when you feel like, oh my gosh, I'm running on empty right now?
Yeah, that's such a good question. I feel like I can very easily notice the signs in myself when my cup's running low. I can be a little snappy, I can be more emotional, and I know, if I haven't gotten enough sleep, that can also contribute to my cup being low. So that's definitely one way that I can help fill up my cup, is just making sure I'm getting good rest, and even talking to friends and family about whatever is draining my cup helps sometimes just to work through it.
Yeah.
So.
How do you feel like COVID sort of affected your emotional cup's well-being?
I think it filled it in a lot of ways because I am more of an introverted homebody, so I was in my element and I enjoyed that. And I got to spend a lot of great time with my son, so that definitely filled up my emotional cup.
That's awesome. I feel like it was almost the opposite for me, just because I'm so extroverted, and I think how I sort of fill my cup is by spending time with people and whatever or however it looks like. And when COVID hit, I was like, oh man, I can't spend time with people. This is awful. And I almost feel like it was sort of this like spiraling moment. But I do think now, I guess we're still in COVID, but almost coming out of it, I feel like there are definitely things that make me feel more replenished. Obviously, spending time with people is a big one. But I also think, like we were talking about this earlier, but riding my bike is a really big one, just because I'm like doing something, and maybe it is this sort of extroverted thing where I'm able to see people and like I'm out in the world, but at the same time, I'm also like taking the time to understand what I'm thinking and feeling. And I like come back from that bike ride and I feel more replenished than I was before, which is cool and fun.
Sounds awesome.
And I'm working out, and
Makes me want to try that out.
But yes, so we hope today's topic was helpful. Emotional cups are definitely really important. Self-care is very, very important. And we hope that you all are taking the time to think about this and to think about ways that you can fill your emotional cups. And like always, we have some resources that are available to all of our employees. If you or someone you know is in a crisis, you can call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-TALK and speak with a skilled, trained counselor at a crisis center in your area anytime, 24/7. You can watch a replay of our Making Mental Health a Priority webinars for staff and managers on our VB Benefits YouTube channel, and you can find them in our In Case You Missed It playlist. So thank you so much for watching. Thanks, Miranda, for joining us, and we'll see you next time.